I started in college radio. I did college football and college hockey at Brown University. I didn't do baseball until I got this job, which was a miracle that occurred back in 1978 when the Rangers were looking for an announcer. I happened to be in Dallas doing minor league hockey. They liked the way I did hockey, and they got a chance to hear me do baseball by letting me audition for 4 games into a tape recording. Well, if it's play-by-play you're interested in, I would say do as much play-by-play as you possibly can, even if it's imaginary, even if you're sitting in the stands at a game just talking into a recorder, even if you're turning down the sound on the TV. You have to get comfortable in front of the microphone, and you have to master the phraseology of whatever sport it is. I would literally write down lists of phrases when I was learning to do play-by-play to describe the different things that happen in a game in different ways. And I still do it when I'm listening to a game. I listen to a lot of games on Sirius XM and MLB.com. If I hear an announcer use a phrase that I don't use and I like it, I'll write it down, and I'll try and work it into a broadcast as soon as I can, because only by saying it do you really get command of it, so it'll just roll off your tongue when the right opportunity comes up. Well, in baseball, it's absolutely essential because the ball is in play for about 20 minutes during a 3-hour game. So the rest of that time you're just talking without describing action. So you need to be more prepared. There's more and more information available now with the internet. You know, I could literally stay on the internet all day preparing for the game and still will not have uncovered everything there is to read about the Rangers, about the team they're playing, about the team we're playing next, about the league in general, about crazy stuff that happened all around baseball. You know, it's actually now to the point where I have to find myself cutting myself off in preparation, or I'm not going to have a life. All I'm going to do is go to the ballpark, come home, get on the internet, and never see my wife. So, but I usually prepare for an hour or 2 at home, and then I get to the ballpark at around 3 o'clock for a 7 o'clock game, and essentially preparing for 4 hours from that point on in different ways. It means that they were very patient with me, because I really wasn't very good the first few years. I had a hockey tempo, a hockey pace. I wasn't real good at filling the time between pitches and between batters, and they were willing to let me grow into the job. And I think what it means for me to have been selected for the Ranger Hall of Fame is that I've been able to make a connection with the fans somehow over 34 years. And it's not that easy to hang on to these jobs for that long, and it basically means you haven't made anybody mad at you, or at least not the people who make the decisions. So somehow I've been able to walk that fine line between being a reporter and describe what's happening truthfully and still being kind of the voice of hope for Ranger fans, even in times that aren't so great.